Johnson. I'm president of the BMW Motorrad Club in Northern Illinois, and in this do-it-yourself video I am going to be going through some major repair on the bike. This is my 2000 here. A couple days ago while I was riding it, the transmission, I think the input shaft went out on my transmission. I was riding on a long highway at high speeds for quite a while. I could hear every once in a while I could hear kind of a whistling noise, or like it sounded kind of like mic feedback, that noise going out, and I think that a bearing was starting to go bad. Well, anyways, when I got off the highway and I started slowing down, it started grinding, it started making all kinds of noise. So there's some major work involved in pulling out the transmission, and then I'm going to go through rebuilding the transmission. So it may turn into a small series of videos, so I hope that you'll watch them through. And I'm going to go through, I'm just going to have the camera on, and we're going to have to take off I've got a friend of mine here, another member of the club, Nick Sharikas is here. He's going to be helping me with just taking things apart. We're going to pull off the side panels, all the body panels, the seat, everything. The gas tank has to come off. The final drive has to come off the bike. All the linkage that comes with that has to come off. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. So I hope you get something out of it. It's just going to be kind of an over-the-shoulder view, and I'll explain a few things as we go along, parts that need to come off, and hopefully you get something out of this, because I know I will. I've never rebuilt a transmission before, and certainly I've never built a BMW transmission before, but looks like today's the day, so let's get at it. Okay, so coming down here, we got definitely got some oil leaking going on there.
Oh,
got some gear lube down in the bottom. And looking up,
I got some other stuff going on here anyway, so
you can see there, little drip hanging off of the bottom of the housing. Not good. Up there yet? Alright, a note on our progress here. It's all about getting that transmission out, so we have to remove the exhaust. So took all the bolts off. Sometimes they come out like this. It's not a big deal. They torque in just fine. Linkage is off. Got to unhook the O2 sensor, so that's up here, which I think most of these things are going to have to get unhooked, but we're going to unhook the O2 sensor up here. We take the tire off. Obviously we got to take the tire off because we got to take the final drive off. There's our brakes hanging up, and eventually be able to get the transmission out. Okay, there's the magnet. It's not looking pretty. Wow, that's not good at all. There's some major chunks here. This could be bad. Let's just pray that yours never looks like that. So just briefly, we are at the point now where we've got to, according to the climber manual, we got to take off the fuel injection system. We got to pop that out so that when the engine tips down or the bike gets lifted up, it doesn't break anything off in here. So we got to remove the fuel injection system. We have to pull the air horns off that go to the air box. We've dismounted the radiators so that it will allow this to pivot. Right here we have to loosen these up. Oh, can't really see it. We're going to loosen up the motor mounts on both sides so that the engine can drop or the bike can lift, either way. And then we have to unbolt the transmission. There we go. Unbolt the transmission and then slide it off of the input shaft, which I think is completely fried. As you can see, we've got everything pretty much off the bike, and really no signs of trauma back here, but even my slave cylinder is in pretty nice shape, so I guess that's a good thing.